So, what are we doing today?
We're going to be flying an escort mission for a B-52 on a bombing run and doing some seed as well.
An escort mission?
Yeah.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Dude, everyone loves escort missions.
It's fine. Okay.
So all I really remember is there's an B-52 flying over Cyprus to the east to hit a runway, and northwest of the runway is a SA-2 site. So we're gonna link up, put some harms on the SA-2 site. It's gonna have a P-19 and a whatever the other radar we practiced on the other day was, and then we also have to protect against any cap they put up.
Okay.
So pretty straightforward, but it will have a bit of task saturation in the middle.
Okay.
Alright, starting the server now.
Alright, I am good, I believe.
Yeah, you look good.
I'm gonna wait for you and then I'll go.
That buff is at our like 1 o'clock. So you can pretty much fly like current heading.
Okay.
Alright, I'm good. Go ahead and set.
Alright.
Well, my jet basically rolled 80 degrees to the right off the deck.
That mean you're in the ground?
Nope, I saved it.
Nice. Well done. Proud of you.
Alright, so he's like northeast of us.
Alright, is that waypoint 1?
Roughly, yeah, you can go waypoint 1 direct.
Alright, I'm far enough away. I'm gonna go 1x right on my TACAM.
Copy. I'm gonna set my harms 128, or 126, you set yours 122.
Yeah. Alright, I got her, buddy. He's at 24 now.
I'm a dumbass, my gear's still down. Haven't flown in a while.
Alright, I'm 19 miles from our friendo. Passing 10,000.
You're heading like south, you're chasing our AWACS, not our
Oops.
B-52.
Are you? I don't even see a letter in your name. Are you off to my 3 o'clock somewhere? Headed east?
You should have been headed east this whole time. I don't know why you turned north. Yes, I am on your east. Alright, I'm going full wet power. That buff's gotta be approaching that SAM site. It's like at steer point 3, I think. So I'm gonna burn her in and try and get a shot off.
Happy. And then I set my waypoint designate or whatever.
Yeah, if you do it to like 3 or 4, it'll hopefully be good enough. I don't remember exactly, so I don't think it hits that spot. I think that's just where it hopes it'll find a target.
Yeah.
So
I'm about 80 miles. I'm going burner.
yeah. Fuck, that buff is like in the ring.
Oh, I see him. Yeah, just off to the outside of it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna climb way higher. I see an air-to-air threat.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my shot off first.
Alright, I'm 50 miles out.
It won't shoot my missile.
Remember, guys, it wouldn't be one of my videos if something didn't go wrong. Arms out.
No, I can't shoot these either.
I just shot 2 harms.
Yeah, I can't fucking fire my missiles.
Well, hopefully I just fucked something up over there. Alright, I'm braking left and gonna hunt down that air target. Alright, I got a lock on a bandit, 50 miles.
Defending. I'll try and drag him to you. I'm hitting the deck.
Box 3. Come on, you bastard, hit.
I think I'm passing under you in 5 seconds.
Eh.
Looks like there's one tight on my tail. Yep, tally one.
Box 3. Defending.
Fox 2. Fox 2. Splash 1.
Hell yeah.
Movie. Merge.
Oh, I see the little fucker. Let me get you, you little prick. Box 2. Box 2. Box 3. That's gonna splash him. I know it. Boom, splash 1.
Is it the dude that was on me? Should I be dodging missiles?
Well, I killed a MiG-29. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
Flaring. Climbing out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was the,
Hundreds.
yeah. I think it was the guy on you. 'Cause I see your flares. Unless those are flare again. Okay, yeah, that's you. Woo!
Alright, I am back. Had to switch back out of and back into my headset. Are we clear then?
Yeah, we're clear. I got the guy that was following you.
Oh, I think we need to head home, but I burnt a lot of fucking gas. Alright, I see a smoke, I see a fire, pop a flag. Oh, it's not you then.
I'm on your 6. Oh man, that was spicy.
Yeah, I'm glad you picked up kills, because... Okay, my aim 9 did hit. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you definitely took something out. Alright, I'm gonna start patterning around.
Yeah, same. I'm at 10, gonna start descending.
Okay. I'll give you a wide berth. Thank goodness the moon is blinking Morse code into my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll make the weather worse next time. It'll help.
You doing your break?
Yes, sir.
I see it.
I think I've got busted gear or something. I can, like, not control the jet.
Uh-oh.
Try and shoot us straight in.
Is that a trap?
I have no fucking idea how.
Hey man, trap's a trap.
You're very low.
Yep.
How low am I?
Very.
So what happened here?
Yeah, so, first mistake when I set this mission up, I did not give us enough lead time. By the time we are lining up on the cats, we are already pretty much lined up with the B-52 we were supposed to be escorting. Takeoff any moment now, there you go. And I know I had mentioned when it was happening, but pretty much off the deck, I had some crazy right roll. Not sure if I had it trimmed out weird or something, but pretty much almost lost it right there, so.
Oh, geez,
You
yeah.
can see, yeah, I make it to, I think it's gotta be 75 degrees roll or something like that.
Yeah.
And that pretty much has me completely frazzled on the way out. I lose track of where our escort is. At this point, I'm pretty much saying, oh shit, let's stay out of the water. It is pitch black out. I'm trying to fly instrument at night vision. Not going great. So either way, we get off that. We get out, we're looking for him. He's further out than I had hoped, so I think I had my radar searching 40 miles at this point. Can't even see him. I believe you had him and then lost him, and you actually end up picking up our E2, our AWACS. And you roll out to escort him briefly. I'm still trying to get caught up. Then I notice you going the wrong way, call it. And I probably call you east or east-northeast, and you end up getting turned around and turning north. So at this point, we are not only behind schedule, but also not even going the right direction completely.
Yeah, I was just making sure there was no one on your 6.
Exactly. I know I'm behind. I'm in burners at this point, trying to get caught up, knowing it's probably not going to work. We're still a little heavy. And he makes his attack turn, so at that point, you can see where the SA2 site can engage. I know that he's going to be flying into that zone any moment now, and the B-52 is not going to be dodging sand shots. So I'm climbing up, trying to get my harms to rip off, but, that target is... I'm probably 35 miles out at this point.
Right.
And shots just not going off. I don't have that much altitude. I don't have that much speed. Harms aren't going to make a shot like that. So I keep going in. Unfortunately, at this point, they fire their first shot on him, and I don't know if that hits or not. It does make it through that first shot, but then second shot goes out, and that one does take down the B-52. I'm still not getting my shots out. I may have been out of range. I may have been doing it wrong. Most likely I was doing it wrong, but I do get these 2 MiGs coming in. I figured they're a more immediate threat. I'm just on the edge of the bubble. As I turn north, the harms fire, so they actually go out and immediately turn to the right. And I figure, okay, cool, that's one less thing I need to worry about. I completely forget that problem at this point. You are not terribly far in trail at this point. You're about 30 miles trail, still in hot on that SAM site, when I'm turning north onto those two MiGs.
Right.
And I believe you get your shot a lot further out than I did. Yeah, so you actually get your shots from where you were. So it must have been either I was doing something wrong, or I didn't have the altitude, or I didn't have the angle right. Either way, don't get my shots out. We lose the B-52. We do not hit the runway. At this point, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking MiGs. So, to continue how this mission has gone for me, I find them, I get them locked up. I'm closing pretty quick. I'm passing 20 miles, 18 miles. Still cannot get an A120 to come off the rail. Probably something I need to practice a little more. Flying at night. I know that I'm closing on two guys extremely quick. I know that there is a SA-2 to my right that may still be functional, and I know that you are in support, but you are quite a distance behind me. So, after I think about 12 miles, I make the decision that this is not going to work for me. I need to get out. And I don't even know if I had a warning on that, but you can see that they have a missile in the air on me. Yeah. I roll over and make the decision. My best bet getting out of here is to drag them all the way back to you. I go straight down to the deck, inverted. I know that he's still in hot on me. I'm popping countermeasures. He puts a second missile out at me, and I fly this thing all the way down to 300 or 400 feet AGL.
Oh, Jesus.
And yeah, so, there's a MiG right on my ass. He is putting missiles out at me. He has support. There's a second MiG trailing him. I have to get on the deck and fly as fast as I can. And fortunately for me, at this point, you are putting a missile out. You are probably 20, 25 miles at that point, and put a missile out on the lead guy. And pretty soon after your missile goes out, he actually turns defensive. And your shot was from far enough, and he goes cold and dumps some altitude enough that he actually defeats your missile. Your missile runs out of energy. He almost turns back into it, but the AIM-120 just can't keep up. And about when I'm passing under you, I see, on the SA page, I see that you are passing overhead. I know at this point, even if they're pressing, you're probably engaging. I'm good to turn back hot. Our first MiG-29 is also turning back hot. So at this point, we've got an interesting fight going on.
Oh, yeah,
I don't have anyone acquired. I just know roughly where they are. I think I'm a little bit further away, but not really sure. And I do acquire this guy on my radar, but because I've been having problems with those AIM-120s, I switch over to Sidewinders. I know we're pretty close. You have a second missile in the air, and I believe he actually defeats that one. And then the MiG's wingman is coming over the top with a missile on you. And it looks like you had seen that missile, probably got a launch warning. You popped countermeasures, hit the deck, went cold. So we're crossing missiles. I put two AIM-9s out on the lead guy. First one does not track at all. Second one does track, fortunately, and he's already somewhat cold because of your earlier missile. So he pops countermeasures, but my missile hits. And I did not realize it at the time, but that was a kill shot. It does not drive him into the ground, but he eventually has to bail. At this point, all I know is I shot a missile, he popped countermeasures, I saw the missile explode, it looked like it hit him, but I do not see a fireball. He seems to still be flying. So I merge. I have him through the first turn. I kind of lose him. I'm coming over the top, still think I know where he is. And then the second MiG puts a missile out on me. So at this point, I break, I go completely defensive. I'm not really sure what's happening with the first MiG, but I know that I'm in between two MiGs. They might still both be alive. They both seem to know where I am, and you haven't called any shots, so I can't count on them dying immediately. So, again, countermeasures hit the deck. I managed to beat that missile. It missed me by...
The skin of your
It
teeth.
must have been in proximity range. I don't know how I got out of that missile. But that other guy has actually turned cold. Had he stayed on me, he probably would have had me. And at this point, it looks like the first MiG might still be in the fight, but he is pretty much out of energy. Something must have gone on an engine or something like that. He pretty much glides it down to the ground and ejects at like 1,000 AGL out of the fight, but I do not have a visual on this. I don't know what's going on. I pretty much have to assume he's still there. So I start looking for any targets, kind of doing lazy loops while looking over my shoulder, trying to find a glint or a glowing engine. And he appears to be doing the same. I'm not sure if he could see me, if he knew what he was doing, if he was just flying loops, but he's not really a threat, even though I can't tell that. And then all of a sudden he turns back on me. We basically merge and he is rolling out on me. I don't know he's there, or I'd be rolling the other direction. And at this point, he's pretty much good to just roll in behind me and take a shot. And it looks like he's about to do that when a missile comes off of your rails. And it's a heater, so he wouldn't be getting a warning. But, you know, AI, they probably know. So he pops countermeasures. He actually turns into it, but manages to defeat it. It looks like neither of your AIM-9s tracked very well. Both just kind of cross the airspace behind him. And he rolls around to get back on me, but fortunately for me, you keep following with pretty much a point-blank M120 shot. You know, he's rolled sideways. You've got a nice, big, broad target. That thing absolutely fucks that man's dead.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, you know, go back to the carrier, drop in some altitude, put it in a bit of a descending pattern, and right when I go, you know, do an overhead, as I am dropping through and putting my gear down, all of a sudden the jet starts just tumbling. I am fighting it instantly, and my guess is either I did something to the gear on taxi or takeoff or something happened, and maybe that's why it rolled so weird. I also forgot to pull my gear up and probably oversped it a little bit. So maybe that was the problem, and my guess is the reason that I've been fighting the trim so much was gear related, because as soon as that gear went back down, this thing started just shaking all over the place. I did my best to zero that trim back out, just by kind of guessing at it. I don't know if there's a trim zero function, or if I have it bound if there is. But pretty much you can kind of see on the attitude indicator that it's just all over the place on me. I am hand flying and decide, you know what, at this point, there's no overhead brake, there's no case 1, case 3, proper procedure, any of that. I'm shooting a straight-in landing and hoping I can get this thing on the deck. So I have kind of a hand trim on it. It's just me holding the stick roughly where it's stable and putting minor inputs in. And I'm doing exactly what you're not supposed to. I just fly the flight path indicator straight into the deck. Not really how it's supposed to work, but I catch on my first try and I'm able to taxi out of the way.
That counts.
So messy, so against all procedure, and we failed the mission and all that.
Speaking of against all procedure.
Yeah. So then here we come on you, and we'll jump ahead a little bit. So you are rolling what looks like a approach or a pattern, but as you can see, you start diving in from 2,200 some feet.
No.
With we're sitting at about 1,500 feet per minute descent rate.
It's fine.
And come in a little bit low. Try and correct, and that's the deck.
No, it's because I put it right in the storage part, you know?
Yeah.
That's why it
That way you
disappeared.
have to use the elevator.
Exactly. I was just doing them a solid. I didn't hit the back.
You're a big fan, Tail fan.
Except everybody that's watched the video up to this point knows I absolutely crushed it in the back of the boat.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, I'd say it was a fun mission, at least.
Yeah, I mean, it went fine.
Yeah, it was perfectly fine. For a night mission,
Yeah.
I need to play with the brightness on the nods somehow. But yeah, no, it's good shit. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap it up for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, leave a mean comment, subscribe. I'm at 990. I am 10 away from 1,000. Please subscribe. And hey, catch you guys in the next one.